Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to the last week of new learning for the 2019-2020 school year. Seems kind of crazy that we've been out of school for so long, but we're finally getting to the point where we're going to be wrapping this up. Just wanted to take a couple moments today and recap some things from the past couple weeks and kind of set you guys up for where we're going to be moving forward. Last week, you guys did your projects, the Michigan Virtual Field Trip Project. Those were great. I really enjoyed reading those. A lot of you guys picked a lot of my favorite places like Tequamanon Falls and Pictured Rocks and Copper Harbor, Michigan State. So a lot of you guys did a really, really good job. I learned a few things about some Detroit musicians and some Detroit slang and some Michigan food that I was unaware of. So that was really cool. Normally, if we were in class right now, we'd be doing our big global cultures project, which is really one of our favorite things we do the entire year in world history, where we showcase different cultures and food and music from around the world. So we would be doing that right now this week if we were in school. So I'm definitely kind of bummed to be missing that. But we're doing the best we can considering the situation. So last week you guys did that virtual field trip. Actually, I'm sorry, that was 2 weeks ago. Then last week you guys did the World War II DBQ docs. And then for week 7 this week, we have one last assignment for you guys to wrap up the year. And what we're asking you guys to do is to really think about this time we're living in world history and the long-term impact that this will have on not only the United States, but the world. And so what we're doing is a historical analysis of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so what we're asking you to do is write a discussion board post, which is right here. The instructions are right here. There's a little bit of a narrative kind of explaining, what's going on and just detailing a little bit of the context. Then you have your directions, your 2 questions to answer, and you can just post it right down here. Excuse me. Again, I imagine for some of you this is kind of a weird and anxious and scary moment. I know my own children are kind of freaked out about it, and they've had a lot of questions, and we've done our best to answer them for them. So we really want you guys to just kind of share your thoughts about this, knowing what you know about world history. I mean, you've probably heard me say from the beginning of class that more people have died in all of world history from diseases than all of the wars combined. So, really from the moment that we started living with domesticated animals about 10,000 years ago, disease has become a constant function and part of society. And so this is just another example of that. And how are we going to come out on the other side? What lessons are we going to learn? What things might go away? What new things might appear? Are we always going to be wearing masks in America? In other countries around the world, it's very normal for them to go outside and wear a mask, maybe because of smog or maybe because of disease. So, 2, 3, 4, 10 years down the road, are we going to be wearing masks in America? Is social distancing going to be a thing? And so these are just some of the things we want you to think about. How have our political leaders, whether it's a local leader or a national leader or a World Health Organization, how have they dealt with this crisis? Has this crisis given them power? Has it delegitimized them? I gave the example of like the plague in the church. Remember, the church really couldn't do anything to stop the plague, and people lost faith in that. So do you see maybe an institution that we rely on right now, people beginning to question or lose faith in as a result of this pandemic? So we want you to think about that. And again, we really want your opinions on it, because I have a feeling if we were in class right now, we'd be having some really, really great discussions. I know before we left all the way back on March 13th, you guys were starting to ask some questions about this, and we didn't have all the answers. And I'm pretty bummed that we actually can't be in class talking about this and really, quite honestly, all the other really important events that are going on in Detroit and around our country right now. There would be definitely a lot to discuss in our social studies and world history classes. So we want you guys to give your thoughts here and share your thoughts on that with us, please. I've really enjoyed reading your work throughout this marking period. Again, I know for a lot of us it's not ideal. It's not kind of how we thought the year was going to go, but I think we've all made the best of it. Moving forward, you do technically have one more week of school next week. School year does end June 12th. So this is the last week of new learning, which is this week 7 right now. Next week would be week 8, and Mr. McKenzie has guided us all to not give you any new work that week. And so next week is just going to be a week for you guys to get caught up on some of your missing assignments. A lot of you guys are totally caught up and you guys are really good to go. Some of you definitely have some work I need you to turn in for me, and we really, really need you guys to get that work turned in. If you don't do it now, that means you're going to be looking at summer school, night school, having to make up that credit at some other point. And I think this is definitely the way to do it. So take some time this week and next week and get that work caught up. What we're requiring for you to earn credit is basically to have 60% of the assignments turned in. So if we've given you 10 assignments, you have to have at least 6 of those complete to earn credit for the marking period. Mr. McKenzie will be sending out some more formal instructions about grading and semester grades and what those things will look like, but we really want to encourage you guys to take that time over the next week or so to please turn in any missing assignments. Otherwise, I think that's probably going to be it for me for the school year with you guys. It's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed making these videos. I have a feeling, depending on what school looks like next year, you might be watching more of these from your teachers. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed them. Hopefully you guys have learned some things. Hopefully they've been helpful with understanding the work that we've been giving you guys throughout the past 7 weeks. All right, everybody. I hope to see you soon. If I don't talk to you, I hope you have a really great and safe summer. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all next year at school. All right. Have a good day. Bye.